Shama, Lama, Gamma, Panda, Ding Dong, March 2021.
Oh, let's go back to my original question. Show me any reputable source anywhere that says the vacuum of space is a violation of the second law of thermodynamics.
This is feeble, belly-laughing Mr. Magoo's sophistry, folks. And I've corrected this numpty on his Elmer Fudd tactic before. Namely, BALLBUSTERS Live, titled Shama Lama Gamma Panda Ding Dong, dated 19 December 2020. Where this numpty said, and I quote, "Do you have any citations that support the fact that astronomy is not science?" End of quote. In which I retorted, you don't need citation to support simple deductions based on inherent facts, attributes, and traits, and the differences thereof between people, places, and things. For example, the statement an amoeba is not a tennis racket will never be found in citation. It's objectively true based on the inherent characteristics, attributes, and traits of amoebas and tennis rackets, respectively. Same concept applied to your most recent train wreck of a dumpster fire. And I quote, "Show me any reputable source anywhere that says that the vacuum of space is a violation of the second law of thermodynamics." End of quote. Same treatment, you do-licking fungus muncher.
Look here, you big dummy.
Number one, you don't need citation to support simple deductions and practical application of natural law. For example, you'll never hear or come across a citation that states flagella appeared from nothing in the slime mold sample. Why won't you come across that citation? Well, number one, because it's batshit insane. And number two, it violates the first law of thermodynamics. And by the way, Beavis, your dumpster fire appeal here is a logical fallacy. Argument from silence. Having established all that, I'm going to go ahead and provide that citation from a reputable source you asked for. In fact, the highest reputability on the subject. Listen closely. From the legend, Professor Frank Lambert, entropysite.oxy.edu. Gas expansion into a vacuum. Mixing of ideal gases or liquids, diffusion, effusion, colligative effects, and osmosis. Each fundamentally involves an increase in entropy. Due to increased dispersion of energy, with no change in total energy in the case of ideal substances, due to a greater number of microstates for the particular system involved. Now see if you can follow this. I'll go slow. Professor Lambert said, gas expansion into a vacuum fundamentally involves an increase in entropy. You with me so far, Crayon Muncher? So let's practically apply what the fine professor said. We have gas that we're breathing here on Earth, and we're told that it's adjacent to a vacuum without physical barrier between the two. According to the legend, Professor Lambert, the gas that we're breathing must expand into said vacuum and increase entropy. If it doesn't, then there is no vacuum adjacent to the gas we're breathing. Simple.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Game, set, match. Next block of instruction, how to look through a window while standing.
Look, he knows that when we say mass attracting mass...
Mass attracting mass? Number one, you or anyone else can't even define the disheveled monkey mass. Number two, Martin Rees, astronomer royale with cheese, esteemed British cosmologist and astrophysicist, via princetonpress.edu, and I quote, "What causes gravity and mass? These questions still baffle all of us." End of citation. According to Professor Rees, does mass attracting mass cause gravity? Nope. Apparently, the fine professor here didn't get your mindless Wiki Discovery Channel parroting memo. Perhaps you should educate him.
he knows that if you ask for a demonstration of that, I could just drop something. That's probably what most people would do, right? They'd drop the mic.
How about drop a helium balloon, you numpty?
He knows he's surrounded by objects that behave in that way, and he knows that this is the explanation for it.
What explanation? You didn't have one. Number two, nobody's interested in explanations. We can get those from your average village idiot. They're a dime a dozen. We need validated scientific experiment, which doesn't exist for your fairy tale gravity. Hell, you don't even have viable scientific hypothesis, which you or anyone from the hordes of your knuckle dragon window licking spinning ball space monkey crew could even construct.
So to say I don't see the thing that's
not,
being...
that's not what he's saying at
you're
all.
just witnessing an effect, Gem. You got it all wrong, brother.
Correct.
You're saying that you don't believe in Newton's gravity because you don't see it anywhere.
What's up with these believe religitard appeals, ballers? You don't even realize what you're saying. Number two, Newton himself didn't believe in the gravity horse shit. Let's go through this for the 867,000th time. In a letter to Dr. Richard Bentley on February 25th, 1692, via stanford.edu, Isaac Newton says, "'Tis inconceivable that inanimate, brute matter should, without mediation of something else, which is not material, operate upon and affect other matter without mutual contact, as it must be if gravitation, in the sense of Epicurus, be essential and inherent in it. And this is one reason why I desired you would not ascribe innate gravity to me." He also concludes further down in the letter that if anyone does believe the grievous gutter-grabbling goober gravity, that they essentially need to be institutionalized. Moreover, and this is even more perplexing, you're not mindlessly parroting the correct pseudoscience given to you by your priests. From your alma mater wiki, Newton's classical mechanics were superseded in the early 20th century when Albert Einstein developed the special and general theory of relativity. From Douglas Klein, professor of physics, via Phys Libre text, Newton's two crowning achievements, the laws of motion and the laws of gravitation that had reigned supreme since published in the Principia in 1687, were toppled from the throne by Einstein. From ScienceAlert.com, the mathematical equations of Einstein's general theory of relativity, tested time and time again, are currently the most accurate way to predict gravitational interactions, replacing those developed by Isaac Newton several centuries prior. From Andrea Ghez, professor of physics and astronomy, UCLA. "Einstein's right, at least for now," said Ghez, a co-lead author of the research. "We can absolutely rule out Newton's law of gravity."
Hosmer with a drive. Cheese and crackers.
Fatality.
And finally, from Britannica.com, because Isaac Newton's law of gravity serves so well in explaining the behavior of the solar system, the question arises why it was necessary to develop a new theory of gravity. The answer is that Newton's theory violates special relativity. For it requires an unspecified action at a distance through which any two objects, such as the sun and the earth, instantaneously pull each other, no matter how far apart. However, instantaneous response would require that gravitational interaction to propagate at an infinite speed, which is precluded by special relativity.